It's been 5 long years since we bought this 280Z and started the build. We got it back up and running. And today, it's time to get this thing back on the road. Oh my God. What's up guys? Our Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are live right now. You guys can head to the first link down in the description box below, and everything on the Legend site is 70% off. What is this? We have snapbacks, we have shirts, we have hoodies, accessories. Everything on the site is up to 70% off right now. So much on the site ready for you guys. If you're looking for that holiday gift or just something for yourself, now is the time to do so. From right now until Monday the 27th, you guys can get everything on the site up to 70% off. Before we hop into today's video, make sure to pause this, head to the first link down below, and check out everything that's on sale right now. Today's mission is getting this thing fully running. Last episode, you guys saw us get this thing started, which was absolutely epic. If you guys didn't see that, you gotta go check it out. Today, we think we have every piece of the puzzle to make this a running and driving car. Now, granted, it's not gonna drive perfect. Taka could not tune this car to drive on the street, obviously, because it was not prepared. There's a lot to be done before this car can actually run on the street, and today's mission is to do just that. And to start out, we have
a new gas tank.
A new gas tank.
Do you want to show them the old gas tank?
Yes. Let's see here.
All right.
So keep in mind, this has been in the car since 1976.
Yes.
Never been changed.
And then
previously sat for 14 years.
Yeah, so that's probably what caused this.
Yes. And
so like probably if you poke your camera through here.
Oh, ooh, that's gross. That's super gross. So that is what our tank was looking like. So we figured we've already done this much to it. It needs a new gas tank. We don't want anything going through the gas lines and destroying the brand new engine or just making this thing run all funky. We have a brand new gas tank and all new fuel pieces to hopefully make this engine run properly. We not only needed a gas tank, we needed a fuel pressure regulator to handle all the fuel going into the carbs. So we're gonna get that done as well. And mission number 1 today is to get all of that stuff in and test this car to make sure it runs with a new gas tank and fuel pressure regulator. So, with our 2 big first jobs to get this thing ready to hit the streets, let's get started unboxing.
Let's compare. Because I hope to God it's exactly the same.
It is exactly the same.
Heck yeah, dude. Perfect.
Perfect, and it's gonna look so much nicer when you look at the back of this car. Thankfully on the Z, the gas tank is a super easy replacement. We put on the OEM bumpers, and it was time to lift this thing back into the car. Installation of the tank is super easy. Connect your fuel lines to the tank and secure it in. Then, you're good to go. Spin it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty.
All that is air.
It's on.
A lot of them did it. Me and my dad used to put, you know those like plastic football things? It's just crazy how this shit works.
Now that the tank's in, it's time to move on to the fuel pressure regulator, which is essential to making these triple carbs function properly. But I think we need a Tim explanation here.
So this car has a Eldebrock fuel pump. It's 4 carburetors, but it's pushing a little bit too much pressure into the carbs right now. So we got a fuel pressure regulator. We also have a gauge. I'll show you that in a second, but we got a fuel pressure regulator that goes in and out. It reads the pressure and then it has a return. So we'll be able to return fuel that is not being used from the pressure back to the tank, which we weren't be able to before because we have a new fuel rail on the engine, which does not go back. So we're gonna install this and help the carbs get the right amount of fuel pressure, and that is why we need the fuel pressure regulator.
So with that, it's time for Tim to do what he does best, make things work.
Pressure gauge.
You
want to go one more turn?
She's tight.
I think she's good.
I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I overdo it. That
It's a great noise.
sounds great, doesn't it? It can go either way, so in or out, and then the return. So whatever pressure's left, it'll go down.
To make it work.
Actually, I don't even need to do the spacer. 15 hours later, the paint's dry. Not really, it's still kind of
Is
wet.
it still wet?
It's a little tacky.
But look how much better it looks.
Yeah, it looks way better. So now I'll put this in, I'll bolt it in, and it'll be finished. And then I'll bolt the regulator and then we'll run the lines.
Honestly, I feel like this little wrench right here is one of the most.
Two.
This is one of the most used wrenches.
Like
in
this
whole
one is
place.
my older one, but it's still a snap-on. See if I can do this.
Oh, is it a flathead and it's on the bottom of it?
Yeah. That's the goal. And just like that, fuel lines are connected. So now all we need to do is fill the gas tank with fuel, prime the system, and give her a start and see if everything I did works. I'm probably gonna have to adjust this once we get the car going. So yeah, that's about it for what we needed to do today on the fuel side.
It's time. It is time. Look at this.
It's time to see if the carbs are still good.
Gas tank, check. Fuel pressure regulator, check.
For this too, this is a big moment. How many
This
years?
is a huge moment.
Oh, we've already done the moment.
Yeah, we've already done
Yeah,
the moment, but this.
This is gas tank moment.
But, I mean, what this means, if this works, if the gas tank, fuel pressure regulator, everything works, that means we can put this thing back together and make it a running and driving car. This is the whole reason he couldn't drive it, because we didn't have a gas tank, we don't have interior, but now Tim, hopefully if this works, Tim can button up the wiring and we can put the interior back in and we can send this thing. Tiana has no idea. So let's go ahead and stick that in there. All in. Fresh gas, fresh tank. This is gonna be absolutely insane. Man, we're gonna have all working gauges, new fresh gauges from Speed Hut. This thing's gonna be looking fresh with our new upholstered interior that we did 4 years ago that we never put in. Oh, I'm so excited. I know Tiana's going to freak out. I hope she freaks out.
She will.
I hope she does. Okay, so you're gonna look at the fuel pressure regulator.
Yes.
And you let me know what you need on my end.
I just need you to turn it on.
Where should I go?
You can go wherever you want. This just has
This
to
is
start.
what- is it
This just
just-
has to start.
Like, don't crank it, just turn the fuel pressure. You'll hear it. All right, go ahead and crank her.
Oh, okay, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go!
Now at this point, it's all about finding the right fuel pressure, getting just the right amount to have these carbs functioning properly, but being careful to not feed them too much. Doing that could seriously damage our carbs, setting us very far back in the build.
god! Oh my god! Don't mind the smoke. It's burning all the fumes and the coating off, but it's running, baby. It's running. That's a dirty chop.
Dude, that's crazy.
So the tuning that you guys saw was very basic. Now that we have the fuel pressure regulator, he's 100% gonna have to come back and fine tune this, but it'll be good enough for what we need. Holy shit.
I don't think they can see. Oh yeah, you can see with the lights. Gassed out.
Just for my own personal reasons, I would like to see the wheels spinning with the car in gear. We've never ever, in having the engine and trans here, put the car in gear and have the car on. So we won't be able to drive it obviously right now, but theoretically, everything should work. Everything should spin and the tire should spin. The rear tire, or the rear, I don't know, I guess brake, yeah, the rear axles should spin here. Okay, let's test her out.
I don't know. I think you should just leave it open header.
Wow. Okay. Mission of what we set out to do today was an absolute success.
Mission to what we set out to do, period, on the whole car.
The car runs. Now we just gotta put it together. This is so sick. For today, we really wanted to get the fuel done. Fuel is checked off. Now Tim's gonna go ahead and clean up his wiring a little bit so that it's ready and it's clean for us to put all the interior in. This thing is about to have a full interior for the first time ever, and set this thing on the ground and hopefully give it a first drive.
The car is running properly, which is most important. Now it's time to button up a few loose items and one major item, the front dash. While I tackle the dash, Tim is replacing a leaky piston in our rear brake. I definitely can't drive this car without confidence in its stopping ability. My job is putting in our new Speed Hut gauges, and quickly I have to give a massive thank you to Speed Hut for supporting the 280Z build. These gauges are fully customizable. You can get any style you want, any type of gauge you want, and any size to make sure it fits your car. Tiana likes things old school and clean, so we went with the OG look for the Z. For the Z, we obviously went with speedometer, tachometer, then fuel, a dual oil and water temp gauge, and volts. After the gauges, it was time to connect the rest of the vents and other items to the dash to get it ready to go inside the car.
We are moments away from actually having an interior in the 280Z. It has been, since we've been at the old shop, since this car, actually even at the old shop this car didn't have interior, but from the dash, since we've been at the old shop, that we haven't had a dash in the car. If you guys gotta check this out, Tim did a lot of work to the dash, and you guys haven't seen this car in a very long time, and that extended period of time that you guys haven't seen this car, lots of little things got done. If you remember, this dash was absolutely destroyed. Like half of this wasn't even here. Practically created a new dash out of Bondo. We ordered a cover for this 2 years ago.
Never showed up.
Never even came. Never showed up. So Tim took it into his own hands and actually built us or reconstructed our pre-existing dash. So if you guys check out inside the dash, we have brand new Speed Hut gauges, which you can fully customize, but we went analog because it is a 80Z, and I figured that would fit best, and everything just works. How sick is it gonna be that we're gonna have a working speedometer, working RPM gauge, we have working fuel, now that we have the fuel tank done and the fuel hanger done, it's all working. We have water and oil temp, and then we have battery voltage down here as well. All of this is working. Thanks to Timbro. Also, if you guys come check out in here, tuck and clean all the wiring up that he did, which actually looks very, very nice. I'm going to stick this back in here. So our second project of the day, or of this video, number 1 was gas tank. Number 2, putting full interior back into the Z. Oh, there's no easy way to do this. We're going to be starting out with the dash, of course. Luckily, this dash is relatively easy to take in and out, just a bunch of bolts and stuff. It's just feeding it in there and hopefully not having it re-crack open. We're gonna do our best.
The dash was one of the most stressful parts. We have to fit this in as gently as possible. These things are already brittle, and with the fresh makeover, we want to keep it as clean as possible.
Worst. I've been doing that while wiring. Can you... Where's the socket?
We have a dash. That's crazy. We have a freaking car. We have... This is an actual car right now. I cannot believe this. This is very far from complete, as you guys can see, but this is the most put together this car has been in 4.5 years, Tim. The dash actually lights up. We have light up gauges now. This is crazy. And they all work. We've got our volts, we've got our temperatures, we've got our fuel, RPM, and then we have our speed, which all works. So speed is generated by GPS now. So it'll be extremely accurate, which is really nice.
That's what this guy is.
Yes, that's why you guys will see that. Now there is a couple of things that we're not gonna have. We don't have a center console here, and we do have this piece.
We only have this section. We don't have the bottom because that's the center console.
Okay, we do have this. We have this.
But it's like,
it's old.
do you put it in or you do?
Yeah, I think we might make something custom and cool for this here. I think you can buy like a center console, and then
there's like a black aluminum one.
Yeah, so we have to do that, but that's like, this is the least of our worries. We're gonna have full carpet in here. I mean, everything is here, and my favorite part has got to be these gauges. This looks insane. We've made it this far, and what we have to do today is test this car. I want to test drive this car as it is. We have to bleed the brakes. I'll talk about it in a second. I want to test drive this car, make sure all the gauges work, make sure everything works. We can officially button all of this up. But I think to end today,
You do the honors, sir.
where does it go?
It goes in that little tiny hole right there.
I think to end today, we are going to button up the dash and give this car its first drive in literally 5 years.
Dude, that's nuts.
5 years. I love this so much because you guys have been beating me and Tim up about not working on this car. But little do you guys know, through all the other videos, all the other builds, Tim and I have been tinkering, hoarding things, and working on this car non-stop. But as you can see, it needed a lot. But we're here, baby. We are here, and Tiana's gonna get an awesome early Christmas present, and we're gonna surprise her after 5 years. So, I mean, that bolt was the last bolt we need for the dash. It's still a mess in here, but I think that we are good enough. Like this angle, how much of a car does this look like?
Well, I mean, from here, it looks like a complete
It
vehicle.
looks like a complete vehicle.
What the heck, dude?
It's been so long, man. I'm so excited. This is Tiana's favorite JDM car of all time, her dream car. Now that the car is this far, she has no idea the engine's running, that it is completely built, that we're about to have the reupholstered interior that we did 4 years ago in the car, and it looks awesome. It looks like a 80 or 70s 280Z should. That's my favorite part. It's freaking sick. So we're gonna clean up a little bit and let's go for the test drive. Just years of musk and dirt here.
Like we said, we had to clean, bleed the brakes, and it's time for our big test. Will this move and drive under its own power?
Hold. Got pressure down there. That's really good. My hands are so sweaty because I am nervous. This has been our true devil's knee. I know you're not gonna understand that. You never seen One Gone Midnight.
What if I have?
Have you seen One Gone Midnight? No.
Well, I guess I'll find out later.
Fresh. I want everybody to witness this moment that this car is not on rollers and or the lift anymore. It's ready. Theoretically, if everything is done correctly, it should all work and we should have no issues at all. The likelihood of that, we'll see. We're gonna warm it up and then we'll go drive it. Dude, it revs so fast. Also, our gauge is set to 0 miles, so we'll have accurate mileage on our fully built engine. Water temp is working, our oil pressure is working. We have a little bit too much volts. We're gonna figure out our alternator issue. Fuel gauge works, everything works. It's idling on its own. Listen to that chop. Oh my God. Look how menacing this thing is. I cannot get this smile off my face.
It's scary, dude. It's so scary.
The true devil's E. Holy shit. What have we created? We do have a time limit. Tiana's not home, which means we gotta get this done ASAP. And I feel like now, as good as time as any to wipe years of dirt off with some Maguires. Oh, this is gonna need a deep clean, dude. This is gross.
That is gnarly.
That's disgusting. Just so we can have some sort of visibility. Years of crust and dirt and mold.
Never too prepared.
Ready? Here we go. Oh my God. The car's about to move. Dude, the brake is scary. The brakes are scary. Okay, we're in reverse. Oh my God, it's moving! It's moving! It's moving! The car is moving! All the brakes are scary, dude. Oh my God! Test drive. Oh my God, the car's moving. It moves. Oh! We're driving the Z! The Z runs! Yes! Yes!
terrifying.
It's idling. We're driving. Yes! Yes! Woo! Woo! We did it! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I am shaking! Oh my God! I am shaking!
That was probably the most terrifying test drive you've ever.
Oh God! Physically shaking. Oh my God! Everything worked. It all works. It all works. One of very many big successes today. The Z officially runs and drives, which is absolutely crazy. So coming up, Tim Bro here is going to be building us a custom exhaust so this thing doesn't sound like a complete and total monster truck, which granted, it will probably be still pretty loud. But having a full exhaust will hopefully make it more manageable. We're gonna do the exhaust, and don't talk to me about the height, please, okay? We have suspension coming, it just hasn't shown up yet, so just wait. We understand it looks like a freaking clown car with it being so high. It's all gonna come together, trust us. But we're gonna do exhaust. We're gonna button up the interior, do the seat, do the rest of the carpet, do the trim, and we're gonna surprise Tiana with it. Guys, this has been 5 years in the making. Today is a huge milestone in this car's history, and honestly, now it's just the beginning. We have so much coming with this car. Now that it runs and drives, we can start building it, doing like stuff like the brakes and just making this a better car altogether. But next episode, we're gonna give Tiana an early Christmas present and surprise her with her dream JDM car that runs, drives, and is an absolute animal. Our biggest, longest running project is almost coming to a close. Stay tuned for the next episode. It is one that you guys are not going to miss. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, please, for us. Leave us a comment below about how stoked you are and anything that you guys want to see with this car. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on because you guys are not going to miss this next episode. We'll see you for the next one. Peace out.